All right, we are talking about ClassKick. So this is a free teacher tool for you to use. It is one of those websites that has access to pro features that you can look at if that is something that you're interested in. These are things that are offered with the ClassKick Pro, but I find that the free version is still beneficial and still nice to use. It's basically like an interactive worksheet that you can use with your students. And I'll show you rosters. If you have the Pro feature, you can import it from Google, which is very nice. Otherwise, you have to import them by name, or when you go to your assignments, you can just give them the assignment code when you give out the assignment. So let's talk about how to create a new assignment. If you want to create a new assignment, you just press that plus button. There's the new blank assignment. You can create it from a file, or you can browse the assignment library. What it looks like, I'm going to click on this blank assignment right here. You add all of this in, then you click on your screen, and it's kind of like a PowerPoint slide where you add your text boxes. This is where you type in your information and for your questions. But the really cool thing about ClassKick that I really like is that you can link videos. So if you have created a video that you want to share with students, or there's a Khan Academy video or a YouTube video that you really like, you can add that link there, which I find incredibly helpful. You can also add a picture that students can look at while they're working on the worksheet. You can even add a voice recording if that's needed. This right here, it's multiple choice, and that's a pro feature, but really if you kind of add different text boxes, you can create your own multiple choice feature, and then you can add point values to your assignment. So you create a new slide basically for every question that you want to ask. So now when it comes time to assign your work, then you're going to click assign, and then you assign to one of your rosters that you've already created. And once you click on that, it's going to give you that code that students input when they go onto ClassKick, or you can just copy the link and post it on your Google Classroom, which I also find incredibly helpful. But let's go back to an assignment that my students have already done, and I'm just going to talk about it for a moment here. So this is, actually I don't want to use that assignment. Let's do this one. So this is one of the assignments that I used, and it has a how-to video on there. So when your students are working on the assignment, they can click on that, and then they can view the how-to video that you've posted.
Okay, everyone,
so this is me
another how-to video
about
for you.
the how-to for partial product, and it walks them through that. So while they're working on this problem, they can be listening to my voice, watching the video, and getting that help on the question that they need and as they need it. So it's a nice like differentiated approach to a worksheet. Now, how this looks on the teacher end when your students are working on this is what it looks like for you. So you click on view, and then it's going to show you all of your students' work. So for some of my students, they had a hard time writing on the slide, which is completely understandable. So what they did was they wrote on a paper, took a picture, and then posted it up on the slide so that I could see it. Now, even cooler is that if your students are having a problem with the question, they can raise their hand, and ClassKick lets you know that they have a question. And so you click on that little hand there, and then it lets me know that, okay, this person needs me to check their work to make sure that they've done it correctly. Or another one is, let's see if I've got one here. There was any, here's one. Ellis David, she raised her hands for help. I can message her. Oh, sorry about that. I can message her right here. That's a ClassKick Pro feature, but I can see, if you have Pro, you can message her right there, or you can just see she needs help. So you can call her up to talk to her about it. But all that information is right there for you, and you can see it, and your students can post it up in a variety of different ways, which again, I find incredibly helpful. So that's ClassKick. Like I said, it really is a more interactive way to do a worksheet. So if you're doing small groups, students can be working on this. You can keep track of what it is that they're doing, and you have a digital way to see all of what's happening. And again, the reason that I really like it is because you can add those how-to videos or a picture or a sound recording to help your students along if they need it. So that's ClassKick, and I hope that that was helpful.